Welcome to MangoBae. Today we're talking about Modi's visit to the U.S. and all the amazing jokes that he's been making. Then we also talk about the submarine thing. So, yeah, stick around.
MangoBae, MangoBae. MangoBae,
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/MangoBae.
Bae.
Welcome to MangoBae, one-stop shop for South Asian recklessness. We are Usama Siddiquee and Pranav Behari, two best boys who are comedians in the New York area. And we bring the South Asian tamasha, the wild, the jungly, the stories, the goof, the thoughts, the thinkers. Patreon, come on down. We have all the stuff. We have early access. We have bonus content. We have Discord server access. We have early archived episodes. It is hot. It is going.
Those archived episodes are as spicy as they get.
Spicy as they get. Because this is before we knew anything about anything. So we're doing things that are illegal in 50 states. All right?
It's absolutely true.
It's wild. It's unhinged, and it's that mango flavor that you love so much.
Love it.
That you get it all the time,
Love
dude.
it.
Welcome down. We are doing a jungly story. The beginning.
I got a jungly
wild
for you.
story for the week. Now this is something.
Okay, this is fucking crazy. Okay.
Okay, go.
So I get a DM from somebody. I'll keep them anonymous. I don't really know them at all, actually. They just hit me up. They're like, hey, man, MangoBae's got some reach. I was like, what's going on? And then this guy shares with me. He's like, he's apparently, there was a whole kerfluffle in Charlottesville a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah, that's what I call it.
You remember that,
That's
right? It was
what I call
basically a riot between a bunch of right-wingers, some neo-Nazis.
I think a guy played bumper cars with people.
Yeah,
a little bit,
exactly. Let's just say they were fine people on both sides. Kidding.
Not good.
All right, not good. So apparently the defendants in that trial, who were fucking clatch of white supremacists and extreme right-wingers, this guy apparently is privy to their group chat. The defendants at Charlottesville apparently have a group chat. And he shared with me a screenshot from their group chat, and they were circulating a fucking MangoBae clip.
I love it.
What the fuck is going on with that?
I love it, dude.
How
That's
racist
insane.
could they possibly be?
Or
True.
or they're like kind of loving it in a weird way. Like, you see this shit?
Dude,
guys are
I looked
hilarious.
at the screenshot. I traced down the clip.
What
to
is
the one that they were circulating among
Which
themselves.
clip is this?
This is a clip with, we had Alingon on the show
Oh, my God.
about a year and a half ago.
I didn't know this.
And the clip is where Alingon is talking. We're talking about how, Indians in this country, as kids, we had to choose between being black and being white.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And Alingon's saying, he's like, I grew up, I'd say I was white. I had to go the white side. And you were like, which one am I? And Alingon's like, oh, you're black.
Black. Yeah.
Oh, you're black.
Yeah.
And then the clip ends there. And you're like, what? And the clip ends there. And that is what these racist, extreme right wingers have been circulating among themselves. Yeah, he's black. He's black.
See, Brandon, the model minority.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, he black as hell. He black.
I had very, very, as you can imagine, mixed feelings about
Right.
receiving this message and seeing where our content is traveling.
Because last thing we need, right, is we have 8,000 pedophile clips, right?
Yeah.
The last thing is QAnon actually jumped in and they love what you're doing. Could y'all do a quick 30 at their newest cult meeting?
Yeah. I love the reach that we are getting.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I just don't necessarily love who we're reaching.
I know, dude.
If they just go on the Patreon, I don't care. Just go on the
I
Patreon.
know.
Go on the Patreon.
The cheap
All right.
white fucks.
Put some shekels in there.
Put
right?
some shekels in there.
Come on, I know you're all whatever y'all like. Joe Rogan is getting some money. You listen if you're sharing, because one white supremacist there was like, yeah, he's black, ha 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 ha. Clicks kind of hesitantly.
Goes down the hole.
He's like, okay,
You guys are kind of funny.
I guess my mom is kind of crazy too.
I don't think I'm racist after all.
My mom also hits me
Yeah.
sometimes. Okay.
Gets on the banjo.
Because it's basically, bluegrass, right? Blue gods, bluegrass, it's all the same.
Dude.
Come on, man.
I was
I like it. I love it.
I
love
kind of
it.
like it too.
I like it, dude.
You know,
Because here's the thing, there was definitely some people, maybe I read some of the comments, I'm like, who's that wonky-eyed monkey? That might not be great. But, but I just like the idea of like some guy who's just really just lost all concept of like, what's that, Sidney Poitier movie where he's like, in the heat of the night. Where just the white cop, he's just fucking racist as fuck. He's like, I'm racist and I want you to know it. And by the end of it, he's like, be safe. And you're like, that is insane that he said that. And as far as he's gone, actually, that white guy. And I love the idea that we do the same thing.
Yeah.
We, in the heat of the night.
You know what? That is true.
Dudes.
That is true. We go so hard sometimes with the riffs and the jokes that people who otherwise would hate us for many reasons are like, I can't
deny
that. Yeah.
Because, the next step is literally Nambla being like,
I don't want Nambla at all. And Nambla won't really fuck with us because we're
what about Sambla? What about some of the Chilean pedophiles?
South American.
Huh? What about Mensambla? Some of them are peoples.
What about Urambla?
What is that?
That's just the Vatican, actually. European Nambla is just the Vatican.
Nambla,
It's like it's interesting. MangoBae is a big tent, is what I'm realizing. Because we've always known that we've had like hyper lib,
for sure,
left wing people who like us because they'll get in when they get annoyed with us about something. You know?
Right. And you explore a little bit. I really do think we have something for everybody. I mean, again, we have a South Asian lens, right?
Yeah.
But we've always been these people who are just ADD with any sort of topic.
Yeah. Well, the lens has always been first and foremost comedy.
That's all it is, bro. I want to meet some of these right. I want some hate. I want some people who hate me liking me.
Well, you know what? You brought up on our last episode that Indian show that we did, where I killed for half, and then the second half I traumatized them a little bit. I got DMs from that. They're like, "Man, you're so funny.
Yeah.
Keep going, bro. Keep going." I was like, "All right, thanks, Auntie."
That's what it is, dude.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Sometimes you pierce the heart. Sometimes.
And that's I think they only can get that with a little bit of tension.
You got to just go. You got to just go.
Because the next clip they posted on that group chat of right wingers was like, man, this Nargis character is out of control, guys. You gotta check her out.
She's texting, all right.
She
texting.
Hey, she's superstitious. She beats them if they come out of the shower. What in the hell is going on there?
Well, I am somewhat on like I see sometimes chirping from the manosphere in general, right? And they're all down with Islam.
Yeah.
Like Islam's the way. Actually, now you're finding Islamophobia is going down because of the trans stuff now.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're seeing.
Well, they didn't realize how many of the values they had.
Exactly.
So like, come on in, stay a while. You'll realize there's transphobia.
They're all like, actually, Islam's
all the things
way.
you like are here.
Yeah. They're like, actually, these motherfuckers actually believe in the shit. Let's get with them. That's the real program.
That's the thing. It's like, those things where your mom is like, you'll like it, try it, you'll like it. You're like, I don't want it. Then you try it, you're like, this is the most delicious thing.
I kind of like it.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, because people are becoming way more trad now, And they're like, Islam's the only game in town now. They're the ones who don't compromise at all.
And here's the thing is, Islam never changes for you.
Exactly.
Right? Like church, you got the guys who are like, God is lit and be unturned because your Jesus is going to be on God, right? That does not happen in Islam.
No.
Islam stays with the fucking...
It truly does.
And which means... men who are always vying for principle, looking for principles, looking for things to believe in.
Yeah.
Islam is like on some man shit.
Again,
the manliest religion.
Yeah, it is. It is the manliest religion. And it's very all the rigidity and stuff like that people used to push up against in the early 2000s and stuff. Now all the same dudes, are like, actually, this is the fucking place to go. Is Islam. Dude. That's where you keep the hoes in check. That's 100%. Where you keep the homos in check. So now they're all super down with it.
So MangoBae is going on tour with the Insane Clown Posse in 2024. Get
with
your
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. And we are Boys Rock. And we are doing it with Joe.
I actually identify as a juggalo.
I could see that.
That makes all the sense in the world.
Transitioning
to a juggalo. I mean, listen.
Well, listen, I actually listened to like a playlist of them, one of their songs. One of their songs was great. I enjoyed it. It was fun. Great beat. Little white guy rapping. It was fun.
Yeah.
And everything else sucked.
I went on like a black hole, like on YouTube, and watched all their shit, and I can't tell if I like it or not.
That is how one becomes a juggalo,
Listen, Kid Rock is that, but did you bob your head when you heard bone de bone de bone de bone de? There's something attractive about that.
Listen, it's fine.
You know,
It's fine.
It's like white, arties kind of.
Yeah.
It's
It's like throat singing. It's like Tibetan throat singing or some shit. Yeah.
White version of throat singing. Mongolian rock.
It sounds like you have one of those Australian.
Didgeridoo.
Yeah.
Didgeridoos.
Yeah.
And then they're like, what are you going to name this song? He's like, Bow de Bow Wow, obviously.
Yeah.
That's the name of the song.
Well, dude, did you hear, going back to the original thing, that there was a town in, I think, Michigan or something, and, it's Pride Month, and happy Pride to everybody, by the way.
I know this story.
And it's the only town in the country that is a completely Muslim-controlled council, and they voted to, like, take all the Pride flags down and not celebrate it and not allow it in schools at all. And as a result, all the white Christians got together with them, and they're like, yeah. And now on the other side, because you had traditionally liberals were very aligned with Muslims in like the early 2000s and mid 2000s and stuff, right? Like, no Muslim ban and da 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 da.
Well, they took away the gay stuff with that.
Well, it's like they didn't pay attention, you know what I mean? So there was just this little alliance.
We've been here, dude.
Yeah. And now they're just like, we don't know what to do. All the people on the opposite side are like, I don't know what to do because I don't want to be Islamophobic now.
Well, it's so funny now because now you have this white liberal snake eating itself because they don't know what to do. Do white liberal lady lawyers know how many homophobes they've let out of jail?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
That's just what's going on now.
That's what's going on.
Okay?
Right? Like, again, Muslims believe in the shit. You don't have like a mosque here and there that has like a gay imam, right? Or a female imam or something.
I told you about the TED Talk about like the TED Talk's name is just like, I'm a gay imam.
Yeah.
And 9,000 comments. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Shut the fuck up. And that's everybody. And everyone, dude, everybody.
Yeah.
It is just, bro, it's just not in the cards, man.
It's
and
not.
I hate it. I hate it with every ounce of my entire being. I try to write new jokes about it. I am like just frothing against it every time I think about it. And I don't know.
Buddy, you said it yourself. You're not changing anybody.
Hey.
Anybody who's down with the slam.
Come on, baby.
If you're down with the slam, you're down with the slam.
You're slamming puss.
Yeah, that's a strict no homo policy there.
Okay.
You know?
And then, dude, it's like, bro, it's just so stringent. I can't tell you how many times I was literally in a khutbah, just Friday Jummah prayer, right? They have a little talk before. And these talks are not fun. These talks are not like good time talks.
Yeah, I know.
Fireside chats with Pastor Dylan.
Yeah.
You know, this is like, hey, you're cruising for a bruising.
Yeah.
And that bruising is Shaitani regime coming at you with a pitchfork in your ass, brother.
You want to know what a fireside chat is? It's called Drag Queen Story Hour.
Hey, baby.
Because you're burning in the fire.
Hey, you're burning.
You know?
Hey, you know what's at the other side? Satan.
Dude,
Laughing it up.
They are not down at all.
Well, I'll say one thing about Islam real quick.
Yeah.
Is that in Christianity, Satan is like kind of an ideal. Right? He's kind of like this guy.
Yeah.
He's just in the space, right? In Islam, Satan is diddling your pussy right now.
He's right there.
He's right there in the plants.
Is that what they call Satan? Shaitan,
dude.
Shaitan.
Satan gave you your Arby's. All right? He's there.
Yeah.
He's not some primordial
He's
thing.
not some concept.
He's fucking in the mix.
Yeah, he's in the mix, dude.
He's at Party City.
Work. Yeah, he's at Party City.
Selling you your little confetti. Like Satan is like the way they talk about Satan. Yeah. He's smelling your back.
He's sniffing your hair like Joe Biden.
He's sniffing your hair like Joe Biden, right? He's touching it down there. He's being like, "Hey, you like that? Yeah, you like that?"
I don't really see a lot of Muslim voices who are like, "Yes, Queen," right?
I am, and they hate me, you know.
I mean, yeah, but even though you're not even, you're just trying to be a middle of the road American liberal dude, right? And you're not, you don't necessarily count yourself among the faithful.
I don't think you saw my turf tweet. Actually,
I remember your turf tweet, and I will roundly mock you for that.
Your boy
tweet.
fights for the cause.
Like, my guy's looking for a brand right now. Okay, he's going trans. I was like, okay, but I find it fascinating and pretty hilarious to see like white liberals being like, well, we can't speak out against them because they're Muslim.
So good. I mean, you saw FIFA. You saw the World Cup, right?
Right.
Qatar. They were like, they came with the heat. Like, all right, we're gonna play hardball with these fucks.
Yeah.
They came in. So tell us about the no gays allowed policy.
They're like, yeah,
yeah.
you're not allowed in here.
And they were like, doesn't everybody have this?
Yeah.
I was genuinely blown away. And it's like, it's so locked in, you're not going to beat it.
No, you're not going to beat it, dude. You're like, this is how it is.
That's the
you
thing,
know?
dude. And it's just, I hate it. I can't stand. I really get angry, and I was like, maybe it's also my own like past with it. Like I was homophobic for a long time,
Right.
and then Adam came into my life. If you know what I mean. No, he was gay as hell, and he kept getting beat by his dad. I was like, fuck, man. Like
That sucks.
the beating was so bad. I was like, I can't hate this guy.
Yeah, you don't want to see that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
If you didn't beat him, I would have been fucking down. Yeah. Actually, with the hate for a long time. You know how like like Bengalis would have been like still Pakistani if Pakistanis weren't just so crazy.
Yeah.
Like we were just like, hey, just give us rights, and we're like, I just can't stop killing you.
Hey, can we speak our language? And they're like, no.
I have this.
Nahi.
I always have to shoot you.
Yeah.
I cannot shoot you. And so it's like a lot of these revolutions come when these guys are just so bad at governing even a little bit.
I know.
That they just go crazy. So same thing. It's like, and our guy on one of the crews was like this Lebanese guy, and Lebanese people are in general just gay, right?
Yeah, they
They're
are.
just like, hello.
Yeah, because they're very Christian, yeah.
Always king somewhere, They're like, yes, ooh, yes. Like they're so
Omar
gay.
Soleiman. Oh.
Ooh, and this guy was like extra Lebanese. He had like a fucking eyebrow ring. He's coming in like, hey guys, how you doing, guys? Nobody says guys gayer than a Lebanese man. Hey guys, what are you guys doing? Hey guys. So he was actually blocked out of a lot of the filming.
Wow.
Because he was just like Lebanese about stuff.
Yeah, you guys are a little Lebanese, if you know what I'm saying.
What I fucking mean, dude. And basically the guys, the fixers of the Arab fixers, our Saudi Arab fixers, just kept being, I don't even know if it was like illegal. They just kept being like, I don't know if he should come.
Dylan, you can come, but...
I just don't know. This guy's wearing like full rainbow Spanx. He's like, this guy can come. I don't know if
the
this
Lebanese guy is too much.
He's a little, how do you say, light in the sandals.
Yes, he's Levantine, if you know what I mean.
His camel has one too many humps.
Oh,
is what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Listen,
He could sit on the shawarma and guess the flavor.
the dunes are not the only things he's bashing, if you know
This
what
guy
I
likes
mean.
to sit on the hump of the camel.
Oh,
you know.
yeah. He
What
likes
I
the
mean,
top
huh?
part, the apex, if you know what I mean.
When he prays towards Mecca, he faces the other way.
A little too much za'atar in his hummus, if you know what I mean.
He likes his kibbeh a little bit too raw, if you know what I mean. Huh?
He gets extra shawarma in his pita, if you know what I mean. He loves
He likes his falafel a little bit long.
Turkish style, if you know what I mean, man.
He's
wants
got
to
that crude oil money, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Or he wants to douse himself in that oil, if you know what I'm talking about. He's a one-man OPEC, if you know what I mean.
His Aramco is a little bit more haramco, if you know what I'm saying. Huh?
He runs the bodegas in the wrong part of town, if you know what I mean.
Reverse, you. You have to go into those bodegas through the back door. If you know what I mean. There's no front door at these bodegas. If you're catching my drift. If you're catching my drift. It's my favorite TikTok now. I just go on like Arab TikTok and look at like men dancing.
It's nice.
Dude, TikTok is the answer to everybody's ills, bro.
Yeah, and it's the cause, too. But, you know.
Yeah, it's 100% the cause. Oh my God. But anyway, I really, I'm not the guy that fucking, come on this journey. Because you see Rami too. It's like, what does he think? And he's like not even talking about it.
Nah, he doesn't talk about it.
He'll choke. Like, look at me choking this girl.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Still a
choking this
girl.
girl. That's crazy.
Still a girl.
Still a girl.
Yeah.
He hasn't delved into any gay topics. And I think he knows that it's just you don't touch it.
You don't touch it,
You
dude.
don't fucking touch it, bro.
You're not allowed to touch it. Okay? Only she can touch it.
If you want to touch it, you come here
Yeah.
at this appointed time at night. Anyway,
And we'll have a doctor touch it for you.
I love this new right wing place we're getting into. I hope that you guys keep watching, keep subscribing. I have no doubt in the mind that if you actually start watching MangoBae, you right wing fucks, you'll like it. You will literally
That
like
is true.
this vibe.
That is true.
Because what y'all are lacking in your lives is a little joy, a little love.
Yeah.
You're gonna get that. You're gonna get the jokes. You're gonna get all the stuff.
You'll have a good time, guys. Everybody.
I firmly believe that this Indian shit is for everybody. I'm telling you.
It's true.
I'm telling you, man.
It is for real.
Speaking of which, we got some Indian news.
Oh,
Get into
yeah,
it?
we do. We got Modi in town.
Oh, yeah,
Modi
bro.
in town. Here's an article.
Our guy.
The guy.
That guy.
It's a fascinating thing about Modi being here, though, is that just like 10 years ago, he wasn't even allowed in the country.
So yeah, that's what I heard. He was banned.
He was banned from
For the
country
Gujarati
for the
thing,
Gujarat
right?
thing, right? And now he's going to be like addressing Congress, I believe.
Right. Apparently, he's like having them in stitches.
Well,
So read through this.
here's an AP article. India's Modi brings comedy game to big White House dinner in his honor.
Why does it sound like a tour post?
Exactly.
Come on down. Tickets are going fast.
Yeah, next up, Magoobies, okay? For fucking,
Mamodis.
yeah, Modi takes on Magoobies, you know? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Hey guys, I'm going to be at the St. Louis
Yeah,
Funny
here's how you
Bone.
know this is a huge puff piece,
Yeah.
because here are the jokes that Modi was dropping. You
So basically,
know?
he comes. Where is he at? Right, he's at the White House.
He's at the White
He's
House.
addressing all of Congress right now.
Yeah.
Right. So this is the story.
He's
right?
going to be, yeah.
Right. So what is he doing right now? He's just kind of like hanging around the White House.
Yeah. So he's hanging out, and he's doing the tour, he's doing
Yeah.
everything. Here's some of the classic bits that he brought, you know, that according to the AP, Associated Press. Let's see, cracking jokes about his lack of singing chops. The time President Joe Biden warned him to, okay, ready?
Yeah.
Right, here's the joke. I know your hospitality has moved your guests to sing, talking about the South Korean president. I wish I too had the singing talent, Modi joked. I could have also sang before you all. Killer bit. This is bottom of the barrel uncle jokes, okay?
Where's the joke?
There's no fucking joke here. It's not even a punch. It's not even a punchline.
It's not even a line.
It's just it's soft regret,
What is this?
you know?
And when I say those people must have just been dying.
Apparently, everyone's in stitches. We can pronounce each other's names correctly. We can understand each other's accent better, he joked. Kids in America become Spider-Man on Halloween, and America's youth is dancing to the tune of Natu Natu. Great joke, bro. Fucking great joke. You're
That
giving us a
joke
black-
was not too.
Yeah, that truly.
You know why they're in stitches? Because they're all old and they have like hip
Kabikushi,
replacements.
mostly gum. Okay, bro? Mostly gum with that joke.
Kush kush hota nay,
Yeah,
bro.
nay, okay?
Okay. No. Where'd that come from? I love that. Gulame.
And here he goes into Mike Birbiglia story time. I remember you were asking me again and again what I could eat during my fast, but it was not possible for me to eat anything, and you were quite concerned about it. Well, today I'm making up for it. All that you desired at that time with so much affection is being fulfilled today. Bro, you're bombing right now. Somebody give this guy the light.
That was the best one though so far.
That was something. That was something. That was like a joke Sadhguru would like. You know, that's like a fucking yogi ass
Even
joke.
Sadhguru has setups and punches.
Yeah, he does.
You know?
He does.
This guy's his structure's trash. His delivery's probably trash.
Dude, this is old guy stuff, dude.
Yeah.
This is old guy stuff. And they're in stitches.
Yes.
I love that word. What kind of propaganda is this, dude?
it's
In
just-
stitches.
Password. I mean, really, no good jokes here. Apparently, he gave Joe Biden a 7.5 carat diamond, which this guy knows.
Now we're
you
getting
know?
funnier. Now
Yeah,
we're getting a little
I
funnier.
know. Here's a
He
blood
wears that,
diamond
he'll
for you.
die. Like the skin will fall off. Now we're getting funnier. More like prop comedy.
Social media influencers.
Which they just transcribe some of these jokes.
Those were the jokes.
This is insane.
Brings his comedy game. I mean, really?
I want him to go dark a little bit. I know you guys are wondering about the Gujarat issue. Okay, guys.
Well, here's the thing, guys. If you read Bill Cosby jokes on paper, they don't sound that funny, but maybe it was in the performance.
I love his one joke where he's like, I love Spanish fly. So good. He talks about this in one of his specials. Have you seen the documentary?
No.
It's like a 4-part documentary about Bill Cosby. One of the jokes he has was about when a girl is sleeping and literally is talks about Spanish fly, how much he loves it.
Yeah.
Spanish fly is just like this thing you put in a drink and it
Yeah.
makes people fall asleep.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh, Cosby, haha, 80s.
It was the 80s.
Yeah, 80s, baby.
I mean, it's funny because now we're basically kissing Modi's ass because,
Dude,
you
you know how we know that the politics is skewing India? Because people call that funny.
well,
Nothing
it's
is
like
more-
it's a very mixed thing, right? Because again, the whole Ukraine-Russia thing where India's like, no, we're going to buy the oil. Fuck you guys.
And they
you
kept
know?
going. They're against the American wishes, right? They were
You
like,
know,
please don't buy the oil. And Woody's like, fuck you, we're going to buy the oil.
Americans are terrified of the China thing.
We're just slowly losing our grip, right?
Select publications are like the dark side of Modi's India. Da 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 da. Okay, That's not going to get anywhere.
Well, how are China and Russia? Are they banding together? Are they?
They're together, but India and Russia are pretty tight and always
Right.
have been traditionally
So these guys
very
are all
tight.
I mean, America's on the way out. Yeah.
I mean, listen, we're here and we are American, so I don't want that to be the case.
Yeah.
I would love to see India stay on the come up, and India's the third largest economy in the world now.
Right.
So it's like I'm all for that. But
We all have this thing where, like, as woke guys, we're like, "Fuck nation states, we're people," and then kind of we're like, "Go Bangladesh."
yeah, no,
Go
I know.
Bangladesh. Please,
Go India.
Please win.
Go Bangladesh.
Please win.
Yeah, exactly.
Win. Strike hard.
Exactly.
There is no passion. There is no aggression. There's no
No fucking passion.
no passion.
No fucking aggression.
Get that guy in America, bro.
Okay.
Get Joe Biden's life coach. Hey, Biden. There is no walking. There is no sitting. There is no shitting.
No bicycling.
There's no bicycling.
There's no talking with you.
There's no smiling. What is going on?
I mean, they're really trying to get in there now with India, which I mean,
Well, I mean, like, I'm a little, again, obviously, politically, I have no concept. What's the? Is it just a little influence? They want some influence among.
they want
in that area.
the prevailing wisdom is we want to counterweight to the Chinese.
It's always been the thing, right?
You
Cold War
know,
was counterweight.
We want India to be our counterweight
Yeah.
to China, but it's a very uphill battle for the U.S. because the U.S. has always been against India, like in a soft way. Ever since the
Right.
Cold War, they supported the Bangladesh genocide essentially, right? It was because of the Russians
Kissinger
intervening
gave the order,
at the
right?
UN. Yeah,
He gave the fucking- he gave
but
the
they
fucking
didn't. Yeah,
thumbs up.
Kissinger gave the thumbs up to the genocide of Bengalis. You know, always taking the Pakistani side.
Right.
Pakistani military ties, American military, very closely tied together. They were the, at the head of the non-alignment movement,
Right.
and
You know, this conversation? My dad, he is like basically a Ruski.
yeah,
You
I know.
He wears, I want to buy him a bear hat for Father's Day. I thought against it, but I was like, I think he'd like this hat. But I decided to be like very dangerous to give just to have that in my Amazon. I know. But he is just anti-America, loves Russia, dude.
He loves Russia more than anything.
All old men love men in power,
Well, they like the discipline.
Yeah.
They like the discipline, the hardcore discipline. Indian uncles in India very much fetishize. Yes,
course.
China knows.
China knows.
They don't put up with any bullshit.
Yeah. Well, his name is she. I would call him he, but
Yeah.
he's
And the really hardcore ones are like the British should have never left.
that's my dad too.
That's
a weird thing, in my opinion.
It's a weird thing, but it's like, dude, their point was like it was a much more unified place. And there wasn't all this dumb stuff happening.
I feel like they're just taking one point and like riding with it super hard. Yeah.
It's a big point.
The number of times I've heard like a Bengali uncle scream railroads.
Yeah.
In the dawat. Railroad! What? We were on the cow before that. Oxen hitting oxen.
The railroad thing is definitely the weakest argument, though. It's like, oh, you made it easier for them to steal.
the stuff.
It's like, hey, this rapist introduced lube to us. Like, no,
Do you use that joke on stage?
no.
You've said that joke a couple of times. It's like one of the best jokes, I think. It's like a rapist being like, yeah, my rapist introduced lube to me.
Yeah. It's hard to get away with.
It's a top Pranav joke right there.
I
say do it on stage.
I'm a Brooklyn comedian,
Bro.
Can't
It's
do it.
too good. It's too good.
All right, maybe I'll
The
try
word
it.
rape doesn't go well on stage,
No, it does not.
no matter what context.
I know.
I've been
Rapist is
trying
a little
to.
easier on the mouth. Like rapist.
Yeah. Rapist.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've noticed
Is
that
to make it sound like he's an expert or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
quite the rapist, actually.
I didn't go to 8 years of school for nothing.
8 years of rapist.
Arizona State.
That's one of the football schools. Yeah.
Yeah.
4 years of rape.
Arizona
Yeah.
State.
I feel like a lot of the in the jokes, if you want to get a hard sounding joke in, just make that hard word like the third last joke, the word, and not the last row.
Yeah.
So rapist, blah blah blah,
Yeah,
or pedophile, blah blah blah.
You can't end on rapist.
Well, like hit them with the hard rape, bah, and just let
Yeah.
the thing just crash
Yeah.
into the. That's a little issue. But okay, so he's gonna do a speech to Congress. When is this happening?
I don't know when it's happening. Who knows what he's going to do? I mean, look, it's in India's interest too, right? India also wants to have a strong, powerful alliance, right? But with India doesn't have allies. India has clients, client states. So,
What do you mean we don't have allies? What does that mean? Like
nobody's an equal partner with the U.S.
Right.
Everybody's a client state. Everybody's America's bitch. Like, that's what that means.
they don't have like friends. I mean, obviously Pakistan is against.
No,
right?
the Pakistan's in the state it's in because they're a client of two different world powers, China and America.
Well, did India decline themselves? Weren't they a client
They were never a client state of
Oh.
the U.S.
Right.
No military bases.
No matter what, they were always fighting back.
Listen,
against it.
we had thumbs up. We never had Pepsi Cola here in India, you know, and so that was it.
I definitely had some Pepsi before in India.
Now maybe recently,
Okay.
yes,
I
right.
don't know what metaphor this was,
but for most of the
Right.
time, you know, they're not getting. But in Pakistan, they were getting a lot of stuff.
a lot of American
You know?
imports.
Yeah, they're getting a bunch of money, but just
And-
do our bidding, do this, do that, you know.
Right. And now it sucks there.
Now it sucks there. Now it's like on the verge of collapse.
And India's
It's
doing
like,
great.
It's like perpetually on the verge of collapse.
Right.
Yeah,
So
India's
that's-
doing better than it
Right.
was, but that's because they charted their own course.
But then America helped Bangladesh, and Bangladesh is doing good.
Did America help Bangladesh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Didn't they help? Just aid and just foreign aid, like tons of aid, something like that.
maybe. I don't
No?
know. I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
Because now Bangladesh is like the. You know what? We're going a little bit in the Patreon. Come on in. Talking more Modi, talking more stories, talking more geopolitics. Come on in. Or me learning from Pranav, basically.
The jokes, guys. It's jokes.
Geopolitics. Come on in. Patreon.com.
Your mango bae.